Today, I want to talk about pain, our, feeling our own pain, projecting that pain onto others when we don't feel like we're being heard, not relating to others' pain, which causes us to lash out and become violent and commit horrible atrocities and genocide and ethnic cleansing. And we need to get to a point where we can just hear each other. Then we can relate on so much. Feeling like we don't count, like we don't matter, like people wouldn't care if we disappeared tomorrow, are prophecies that will infect all our thoughts and actions if we let them. These feelings create an environment where we never take a chance and never risk being uncomfortable. This worry can quickly snowball, motivating us to lash out at anybody we view as different, because we view their happiness as such a direct threat to our comfortability that we consciously spend all our time proving we aren't, even though we actually are. When we reach positions of power, this feeling magnifies tenfold. We start lashing out at whole groups, whole religions, and whole countries as the exact cause of all our problems, who must be dealt with in the most brutal way possible, so others we feel threatened by see it as an example of what can and will happen to them should they ever step out of line. No matter how many of them we destroy, they never go away and never lose influence like we thought they would. They simply reconstitute in greater numbers and with more ferociousness because our example was their strongest recruiting tool. If we start feeling like we matter as civilians, with no influence or control, when we do reach office, we won't try to destroy our neighbors just because somebody sent us a mean tweet or had the gall to desire self determination, equal rights, and justice as they live peacefully next to us. So much beauty, so much light, so much goodness to be explored and absorbed if we could only see past the illusory darkness trying to infect us at every turn. When our character is tested to gauge its authenticity, we have two choices. We can either take care of ourselves by being empathetically kind, or we can manifest anger and depression by projecting our inner pain onto others so they feel worse than we do. Palestinians and Israelis have experienced this destructive cycle for a millennium, all because each side can't admit the pain of the other and won't let healing begin because compromise is seen as capitulation. When anybody seeking peace by bringing accountability and justice is viewed as a terrorist who must be cut down, we're not walking in another person's shoes. We're assuming they don't even own shoes, so we must make them walk in ours. Like JFK once said, when you make peaceful revolution impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable. Countless other peoples and cultures have experienced this, which will continue propelling endless war sustainability until humanity is fully understood and fully carried out. We matter. We are good enough. We are deserving. People do care about us. When we forget, we won't think and act like the person we really are. We'll create a persona the world thinks is us, but isn't really. If we fear not being accepted for who we truly are, we must propagate our own healing by cementing the idea that others may not accept us, but when we accept ourselves, we won't give a shit what anybody thinks. We can't guarantee how we'll be remembered, but when we stop dehumanizing others, stop infecting others with our pain, and stop trying to control their every move because we feel out of control, will be dragged out of the dark and surrounded by light. The world needs us, and we need the world. When we stop acting as an island, we build fulfilling community. If you like what you heard, please remember to like and subscribe this video. Check out my website, BRYANRADZIN.com. It has information about all my books, all my podcasts, all my social media. And I just want to say one last thing. There is a lot of beauty in the world. There's also a lot of pain in the world. We have a lot of healing. We must recognize that pain before we can let it go. I just hope that one day we're able to release that on our own, and not believe that making someone else feel more pain than us is the only way to make ours disappear, because it doesn't. It only makes ours grow stronger. Please love each other like our lives depend on it, because our future does.